Imagine getting a credit card because you think it's giving you extra money. But what if it's actually teaching you to spend tomorrow's money? That's what makes credit cards so powerful. When you use cash, you feel the money leaving your hands. With a card, spending can feel almost painless.
Here's a simple example. You see something that costs $50. You don't have $50 today, but the credit card says, no problem. A few weeks later, the excitement disappears, and the statement arrives. But the credit card says, no problem. Then you see two numbers, the total balance, and a much smaller minimum payment. Here's where the real problem begins, interest. If you carry a balance, the unpaid amount can become expensive. And then something dangerous happens. One purchase becomes several. Several become a balance. And that balance creates more interest. Credit cards also make spending feel smarter with rewards. Cash back, points, miles. But rewards are useless if you're paying more interest than you're earning. And it's not always one giant purchase. Sometimes it's 10 tiny subscriptions you barely notice. The card changes the question from, can I afford this? To, can I make the payment? And those are two completely different questions. The card changes the $5,000 credit limits. Can I make the payment? And those are $2,000, $5,000 credit limit. When one card gets close to the limit, some people open another, then another. And suddenly, the problem is no longer one bill. This creates a cycle: spend, borrow, pay, borrow again, and repeat. Then life throws an unexpected expense at you. A repair, a medical bill, a job problem. And suddenly, the card becomes the emergency fund.
Once your balance becomes large enough, a big part of your monthly payment can go toward interest instead of reducing what you originally borrowed. Credit cards aren't automatically bad. The problem is treating borrowed money like free money.
Rule number 1. Don't spend more just because. Your credit limit increased. Rule number 2. Know your full balance. Never confuse the minimum payment with the amount you actually owe. Rule number 3. If you carry a balance, understand the interest rate and how interest works on your account. Read the terms. Rule number 4. Build an emergency fund so every unexpected expense doesn't automatically become credit card debt. Savings can break the debt cycle. Rule number 5. Before buying something, ask one simple question. Would I still buy this if I had to use cash today? For non-essential purchases, try waiting. If you still want it tomorrow, and it fits your budget, then decide. Another myth is that you need to carry credit card debt to build credit. You don't need to pay interest just to prove you can use credit. The goal isn't to avoid every credit card forever. The goal is to make the card work for you, instead of working for the card company. Before you swipe, check 3 things. Do I need it? Can I afford it? And can I pay the balance without creating expensive debt? There's a huge difference between using a credit card as a payment method and using it as a loan you can't afford, without creating expensive debt. Now imagine opening your credit card app and seeing a zero balance because you paid what you spent. That is the real power of credit. Not buying more things, but keeping control of your money. Credit cards don't create wealth by themselves, not buying more useful tools, but only when you understand the rules. If you're already struggling with credit card debt, don't ignore it. List every balance, every interest rate, and every minimum payment. Then make a realistic payoff plan. Focus on the debt, Stop adding unnecessary balances, and keep making required payments on time. Debt can feel overwhelming, but a large number becomes easier to understand when you break it into smaller decisions.
The most important lesson is simple. Your credit limit is not your income. Your rewards are not free money, and your minimum payment is not the full cost.
Every swipe is a small financial decision. You can use credit to make your life easier, or let it quietly make your future more expensive. Credit cards aren't the enemy. Uncontrolled spending, expensive debt, and ignoring the numbers are what can trap people. So before your next swipe, remember, don't ask, "Can I pay the minimum?" Ask, "Can I actually afford this?" Because that one